Hi everyone, welcome to the class. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
That's great. So today, thank you for coming back from the last week. I think last week we have done a little bit of the sentence construction. We have practiced in regards to construct or establish the sentence. And can you guys help me what we have done for the last few weeks? You still remember of those stuff? What yeah, we have done about the adjective, yes,
Adverb.
and also adverb. What else that we have done?
Pronouns.
Yes, we have done the pronouns.
Grammar rules.
And yes, we've done a lot of the grammatical rules. How many are there in total?
12.
Good. So you still remember all of those rules, right? And I think the last lesson that we did last week, it was a preposition, right?
Yeah, preposition.
Yes, preposition. That's great. So since last week that we have done, I think I left the preposition for the last one because I want to extend more lessons in regarding of the preposition by this week. So this week we will be focusing on the preposition. I think I have given you in terms of the rules or the usage of the prepositions, I think, but it doesn't matter because anyway we are going to recap and sum up all of those stuff again. So in terms of the preposition, what is the definition of the preposition? What are those stuff? What is the preposition actually? Do you guys have any ideas? I think we've done a lot.
To create the words of the relationship.
Yes, to link or to make the relationship of the words or nouns. Good. The first definition is to make a link or relationship. Good. Of noun or pronoun or phrase within one sentence, within the sentence, okay? To make the connection, actually. Yeah. And second, a rule, the use of the preposition, the place, it must be placed before
nouns.
Yeah, before a noun. Or it could be a gerund as well.
Yeah.
A gerund verb as well. So this is like a rules that you may need to consider all the time in order to define whether it's a preposition or not. Alright, so speaking of the prepositions, I think, do you think how many types of the preposition that we can come up with? You know, how many types of the prepositions to identify? Good. What are those?
Time.
To, of course, to identify the time.
Yeah. Place.
Place. To identify place. To identify place. And the
Direction.
Of course, to identify a direction. Can you give me some a little bit of, for example, in time?
In time it's like
before. What about before?
Before.
Yes, it is. Before 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
To mentioning, to mention the time. For example, could be before
Yeah,
or
so
after.
just tell the time in the past, like
Yeah,
the wedding at.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or to the place, in terms of the plate.
The place is like around school.
Could be around.
Yeah,
could be between. Or it could be like it could be anything between the places, around the places, or against the wall.
Yeah.
Some sort of stuff it could be. Or what about the direction? To identify the direction.
Direction is like across.
Across. Up, down. Yeah, it could be underneath, anything to mention, to identify the directions. Could be anything. So good. So now you have quite a strong idea, regarding the prepositions. So I think last week I have given you the handout, right?
The sheep.
Yes, the sheet. This one. Did you bring it?
Yes.
Good. So, have you done the reading? Hopefully you guys have done a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go through it.
Yes, that's the best thing. This is the
That you
best.
expect, right?
Yeah, I really expect that you guys have, prepared a little bit before the class. But it's good, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
So, it's all about it's all the stories. I would say that it's about the story about the two famous cities. What are those?
Paris and Beijing.
Good, Paris and Beijing. Have you guys been there before?
No.
I think it might be like one of the favorite places or destinations for like most of the people, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly. And okay, before moving to the content, I believe that last week I have asked you to highlight or underline like the prepositions that you may come across with from the reading. So done that. So we'll be looking at that part first. What?
By.
By. Good. What else?
On.
On. In. Good.
Almost.
Almost.
Include.
Include.
During.
During.
With.
With.
As.
As.
Such as.
Such as.
Around.
Around.
That's all I thought.
Good.
Sorry. That's all.
That's
Rubbish.
that's great. That's like I said, this is a great thing. So okay, we will see one by one together. And what do you think? And is it a preposition?
Yes.
Can you give me the full sentence
I
or
think
the
I
whole
found
sentence?
another one
Very
is.
different and varies.
Wait.
Arts and culture.
Art and culture. Art and culture. Art, which is
Sorry.
yes.
I think that's along. It's not almost.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. It's
Along.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's okay. So, and like Ashit said, he mentioning like is this the
Art
one?
and culture.
Art and culture.
Yeah.
Architecture.
Art and architecture, yes, of course. So, do you think this is it linking between these two nouns?
Yeah.
So we can comply these with the first rule and the second rule, which is making the relationship between nouns, and again it comes after with a noun. Is it
Yeah, it's a the rule because like
Yeah.
so?
followed by nouns.
Exactly. So yes,
Okay.
but
But yeah, that one too because to tell. See, it's a
but
tell.
life outside, yes, of
Yeah.
course, to tell to make the relationship between phrases. By
To tell who that is.
exactly.
Where who that is.
Exactly. Maybe you can identify like the place or time.
Yeah, and no, actually it's used to use for the people who like when you write something or you take the photo, you have to give the credit to the people who
In that the reference.
yeah, the reference.
Yeah, it could be to make the relationship between.
Yeah,
Could be to make the relationship between the noun or the person.
I believe so.
On. Yeah, you're on the right track. On.
on it's to tell the time. I think it's because the rules said it's like the time, so you can tell the time on, at, in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Could be. In. Of
It's the same
course,
rule.
the same rule could be.
Same rule.
Along.
Along, yeah, it's like side by side, like side.
To identify.
Yeah, to like.
Could be place, right? Could be a place or time. Either place or time.
Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah.
Yeah, place and time.
Include.
Including.
Who mentioned this?
I think I did it. I think I did. But
Do you really think that? Is it?
yeah, because
Is it a part of the? Is it?
see, and language includes Catalan. So
Mhm.
I don't know. It's to join, kind of like and to join a sentence.
Basically, it a verb.
Oh,
It
it's a verb.
include or includes. Yeah, no?
Okay.
Right?
All right. So
Mention that it means like something, something other than stuff that might be included in this
okay.
object or something like that.
All
So
right.
in this particular, it is a verb. So it's
Mm.
not. Yeah.
Bow.
That's fine. That's why this is the learning.
Okay, that's okay.
Next,
During.
during.
During is to tell the time. There you go.
Exactly.
During the week, during the month.
During the
During the
month, during the
day.
time, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, with.
With.
Yes or no?
I think so. I believe so because to join, right?
What do you think?
Yes.
It is. Yes, to make a
Yeah,
conjunction
to
between
join
two
with,
objects.
yeah. You with me. See, to
Yeah,
join,
that's
yeah.
great. As.
As. Yeah, to tell like you mentioned something and to tell something else.
Exactly. Such as.
This is
No.
to mention, such as I think yes too because they mention.
Basically, such as it means to in terms of giving example. So
Yeah,
it doesn't-
yeah.
To me, it doesn't count as one of the prepositions.
But
Sorry.
no.
No.
Ah.
That's fine.
Well.
Around.
Yeah, that is to tell the place
Exactly. It could be around there.
around the
Yeah,
world.
it could be it could be used as identifying the time as well. Around 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Could be. So great. So now you have like a basic, not a basic. I mean, quite a strong
Mm-hmm.
sense of using the prepositions. So basically, so hopefully I wish you guys would be able to complete the reading for the whole passage. And the next activities I wish we can do. I want you all to compare to construct the basis, the foundation of the culture and the tradition
Mm-hmm.
for each place. And next step, I want you to compare between these two cities, to compare whether it's going to be in terms of the difference or the similarity in terms of the cultures or the traditions, or in terms of kind of things that you can do based on, it could be based on your own personal experiences or perspectives. It's fine. And at the end of the day, once you are able to to construct, you have a basis idea in terms of the culture from the various places all around the world, and one day you are able to go back to your own culture, and you might be compare those stuff. Okay, is it okay in terms of the positive or negative as well, and then you can construct and able to see whether it's good or bad or any strengths or benefits out of your culture. So basically that's one of the next activities that we are going to do by next session. So
Okay.
thank you very much for coming to this session.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.